I remember Kevin Kelly talking about the futurist Kevin Kelly, and he talked about 12. I've got his book over there. He talks about 12 trends for the future, and one of them is breaking the algorithm. So the reason I say that is because you said how everything, racism or, people choosing one side of the fence and really leaning in is probably worse than ever. And I think it's because of the algorithm. We're fed via Instagram, Facebook, mainly YouTube. We're fed more of what we like. And if we sit really, if we're really left or really right, or we're really this or really that politically or ideologically, then we're going to be fed more and more and more and more of that. Mm-hmm. So Dave Chappelle's recent comedy special, it got rave reviews from 50% of the audience, greatest comedy special of all time, and then it got, oh my God, Dave Chappelle, what a racist, homophobic, misogynist arsehole.
Like the ratio between the fan reviews was super high, and then there's like all the like Guardian articles were like, well, it's time for us. Sorry, we're going to have to cancel Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. But I think it's just such a shock to people to hear the other side, and because we get fed so much, if you lean right politically, then, if you have someone come out and just absolutely smash the right wing in a stand-up show, it's going to be a real shock to you because you're just not used to hearing and seeing it laid out like that. And Dave was the other way around. I guess it was more like, giving it to the left and the Me Too culture and so forth. But
he railed against the right just as hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he hates Trump, and it's so... Yeah, but it does seem like the discourse is getting more divided. I don't know whether it is or whether it's just the way we communicate is, all those thoughts that used to just be unexpressed and now the algorithm can collect them all together and create these enormous bubbles. But I mean, I don't really know the solution there. I think that...
Isn't it some sort of a Fair News Act? Remember, I don't know much about it, but I know that back in the day, newspapers had to print a certain amount of, liberal and a
right.
certain amount of left and a certain amount of right. Whereas, and this is what Kevin Kelly mentioned, was there needs to be an evening up of the algorithms, because you can go down a rabbit hole for... Some people watch 10 hours of YouTube straight on a Friday night sitting at home, and it's one thing, For me, I watch heaps of YouTube because I've got Apple TV. I watch too much YouTube. But I just go down UFC, NBA, and Joe Rogan podcast, So I'm all right. I'm safe. But yeah, you get fed the same thing over and over and over. And I think it's just going to create that stronger stance in your head. Whereas Kevin Kelly's idea was, he thinks it will get so bad in the future that there'll have to be somebody will have to step in and say, right, YouTube, you have to have, instead of your algorithm saying, hey, here's 4 more of the videos that you'll absolutely love on, whatever topic you're looking at.
It forces you to watch something.
Well, it's like, hey, here's have you ever thought about checking out this particular video in relation to these 3 videos that you've watched? Which is pretty, that's not probably ever going to happen, but that's kind of, something like that would be healthy, and it's kind of what we need, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I think about my consumption of social media, and I follow as much stuff that I really don't like as stuff that I do, in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's entertaining to to read and watch the things that are not so much opposed, but just and to try to find the middle ground between them. Because otherwise you're just, soaking a bath of your own opinions. And I mean, that's kind of... I know what you mean about the YouTube binges, because you just get fired up because all that stuff, especially the politically geared stuff, is about gawking at the other side, sort of setting up a straw man of the other side and going, oh, it doesn't make any sense. And then they'll move on to the next one and go, oh, look, this is another thing they did which is stupid. Oh, they're idiots. And it's, you can sort of dish that crap up to people endlessly, and both sides do it, and they sort of develop an audience that sort of goes, yeah, the other side, they're idiots. And I don't know, it's kind of... There are a lot of people, these sort of political entrepreneurs that do that, and it's ultimately insulting to their audience, because it's just... it's kind of dumb. Like trying to find a middle ground is so much harder. But it's ultimately where sort of a sense of peace lies in some sort of compromise between both sides. But yeah, I feel best of all when I just go, you know what, I'm just gonna not look at my fucking phone today. You know, because I hate the feeling that you get at the end of the day when you go, oh, why do I feel like shit? Oh, I've got to spend too much time on my phone, or I've just spent hours looking at YouTube shit. But if you just a day which I've gone, you know what, I haven't used it much today, you just feel better.
100%.
And so I try to do that, but it's hard because that's where everything's happening.
Oh my god, where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. I had my housemate controlled my controlled my passcode on my phone, so I got him to lock me out of all my apps, and I didn't have the code for it, so I couldn't get into any apps. But now I've got it again. He moved away, and I've got and now I'm just like this all day, every day. But I tried to not be able to use my phone, apart from like I could use Uber in the bank and stuff like that after 7:30 p.m. and before 7:30 a.m. And then I was trying to shorten that window. I was going all right with it, and then now I wake up at 5:45 and I get straight on my phone. It's terrible.
It's like it's hard to get going in the morning until you're looking at an app. But
that's a whole another story. So